Hey, this is OK here with some live coverage of the Crazyhouse World Championship. We're at the candidate stage, the last 11 players, and we're seeing Kleerkast from Holland facing off against the Paraguayan international master, gsvc. And the match so far is tied at 2 games all. And if there were time, I would like to just recap what we've seen in games 1 to 4. But we've seen some pretty topsy-turvy games with one side looking as if they're going to win it comfortably, and then some surprises under time pressure, or almost surprises under time pressure. Okay, so let's just go back to the beginning of this game. So we have a d4 sort of Catalan kind of setup. And yeah, worth saying, as Antic pointed out, black has won every game so far. Oh, so it's not really a Catalan setup, because instead of fianchettoing the light-coloured bishop, white is castled on the queen side. Okay, so sacrificing to make some headway on the king. And really, g6 is going to be the key square, but there's no... he needs a pawn or something to move in on g6. He doesn't have that at present. So going instead for g5 as a result, but somehow I feel like loses a little. g6 is, yeah, so g6 really is what he wants to move in on, moving in on these light squares. Because you can tell that because the pawns are lining up on the light squares. He must be wondering at this point, do I just go straight in with g6 now? Even before taking back, just try and make headway. And he does. But notice Kleerkast is down to his last 8 seconds, so this is going to be quite... maybe take now. Yeah, okay, takes with the rook. So hopefully everyone can hear me okay on the stream. So black is hiding on a dark square. How is white going to make headway? Because we've got strong control over the light squares. So obviously something like a rook would be very dangerous for black, if white could get hold of a rook. Yeah, look at this bishop, X-raying into g8. But f7 is well covered. If you just grabbed a knight, that's no use. Yeah, it feels like, yeah, a rook on h7 would be mate, so it's hard to get a rook. Partner, give me rook if this were Bughouse. Okay, that knight is very difficult to protect. Okay, but there is one way of protecting it, which is with the pawn. Okay, what is the aim of that? He wants a rook. And I think he's getting it, because a pawn is landing on f7 next. So quite amazing how that happened. I was thinking, do I sack on g5 or something? He's getting the rook, and... okay, where's the mate? Rook, pawn. No, not quite. How annoying. Not quite. Okay, now h7. Oh no, the bishop's protecting the knight. Whoa. So in time pressure, it's looking scary. How to break through. Oh my goodness, is it mate? It's mate. We have another example of this game where Kleerkast was in complete control and ended up losing. And there have been so many games like that. I just have to look at the end of that game, what was it that was missed? Because it felt really close to. Okay, so in this position, yeah, so maybe it's not so easy for white to break through. Yeah, this idea doesn't work. Yeah, so it's like you're almost breaking through, but somehow just defending. Okay, so going back to the beginning of this game again, gsvc. I think gsvc has realised black's winning every game, so he decided to throw in a pointless move, a3, in the hope that he can claim iron black in this position. Hang on, I just realised there's something wrong with the screen. There's something wrong with the screen size. Not quite sure what. I'm not really sure how to fix it, so well, hopefully I can be heard okay. So the screen looks a bit funny, but okay. Okay, so what do we have here? Two pieces, a piece for 2 pawns. And really an attack on the king side, so I think this looks good for Kleerkast. Looks good for black. gsvc is trying to get out of the curse of being white by playing a3, but it's not working. I think black is looking very promising here, but one can't take anything for granted. Really, I think an important thing is also not to get low on time in these encounters, because oh, now that's suddenly quite scary. Because the knight is coming into g5, and white has another knight in hand. So even knight g5 immediately was on the cards. I'm not quite sure why he went for bishop takes knight first, but he did. And I'm suddenly a little bit worried. Where's the black king going? Has to come up, I think, because if he goes down, pawn at f7 mates. But if you come up, then the other knight's coming to g5, and the king, it has to come up again or go to d6. This doesn't look promising, but I can't quite see the finish. Well, okay, if king d6, knight f7 picks up at least a queen, so king d6 is not exactly square of choice. King f6. Well, black just resigned. Wow, and I thought black was looking so promising in that game. The curse of white is broken. Yeah, I mean, just at this point, when he played pawn at e3, I just didn't quite appreciate the power, the white's counterattack. Yeah, white is in command, I didn't realize. And so actually, king f6 was the only move to avoid instant death. And knight g5 is mate in 6. Goes after king f6, knight takes g4 check. And if king d6, oh, you don't even go for the queen, you've got, yeah, you've got another knight coming in with check. King d5 and pawn c4, checkmate. Okay, so, getting back to the current game. So gsvc has broken, as it were, because he's won a game as white. And again, playing a very passive setup, e6, d6. So okay, so white controls the center, but black is now going to counter, and that's a nice move because we have bishop takes bishop probably will bishop takes bishop will be forced, and then you can take back the knight subsequently. So after bishop takes bishop, black might go for knight takes knight, bishop takes queen, knight takes queen. And there's a bishop takes knight on at the end of that line, which is rather ominous. But so white actually gives. Is it giving up a piece? No. So it's just it's doing the straight exchange of pieces. It's not trying to play down that queen exchange line. Okay, bishop on g3 is always a nice defender of the king. Covers f2, covers any knight drops on h5. Whoa, what happened there? Yeah, I was just asking myself, how is white going to make headway in this position? Well, that black bishop seemed to have had no place to go, so that was quite a nice find from white. So he's picked up some material, but how to actually break into black's position? Yeah, that was inviting f4. I was just thinking that, but does it work? Because yeah, so black wants a bishop to drop on e3. No reason to give it. I mean, you could just drop back. But okay. In fact, yeah. So white's structure has been a bit compromised, and he's lost that e3 square. He's probably doesn't want to block up his rook. I mean, that would be the natural thing to block up the rook, then bishop takes pawn. So at least the white king is safe. This is slightly less safe, but there's more potential for counter. This open f-file and so on. But simply bishop takes g5 seems... Okay, he's going for queen takes g5 as being a more active option. But the danger with that is it allows the queen to be hit with, for example, bishop at h4. And we see bishop at h4. And yeah, the queen's going to be kicked about, and black realizes that and just gives up the queen. And again, we have a fork with this f. I mean, it's not, the white king position is not ideal, but he's picking up nice material. He's picked up a queen already, and it looks like he's picking up another piece. So he's not going for the jugular, he's just gradually picking up material. So do you want a knight or a bishop? And Kleerkast's answer is neither. I want to make my opponent sweat. I think I would take... interesting. I think I would take a bishop. Well, we already do have a bishop, actually, but... Yeah, I think I would take a bishop, because I'd be worried... Okay, but he takes a knight. I'd be worried about these bishops making headway into what is already quite a weak position. So I think taking that bishop was It's a good exchange in my eyes for that very reason. Just want to secure up the position. If he had another pawn, I know exactly what he would do. Okay, but you've got to be careful because h2 is... Yeah, I know. Okay, g4 is protected, so okay, h2 is still okay. Okay, can we move in? So what is that threatening exactly if I take that pawn? It's threatening a pawn drop here, which I could take, and then a knight drop here. But I don't see what... Just takes. I don't see why. Why not just take the material offered? Feels like white is just going to grind this out, but nothing is certain in this game. I don't see why white just can't grind this out. I can't see a ghost in the position, but white is seeing dangers, and suddenly he's opening up a new weakness on f2, which wasn't necessary. And now if this g2 will open up a rook, this rook fire. The second rank is really ominous. Okay, so he blocks that, but he's just going to lose this. Pawn, rook. Rook. And then pawns will finish the job, I'm sure. Unless he could run here, but he can't run here. He can try and make sure. So king takes bishop, pawn and bishop replaced. Mate. Yeah, I mean this... Again, I'm sure... So gsvc takes a 5-2 lead, but again it feels like a position where white was just grinding to a victory and then played this move rook g1. I mean, that can't be right. Okay, so I am wrong in thinking white was grinding to a victory. So it's minus 0.8 to go into the computer. But it just felt like, yeah, everything could just be taken. But yeah, apparently black's doing okay. So why can't it just be taken? Let's just have a look. Takes. Pawn at g2. King takes g2. Pawn at f3. Rook takes f3. Oh, I see, there is a little bit of a pin. Bishop can't take that. Rook at h2. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. It's actually a mate threat. Knight takes f3, bishop takes f3, rook at h1, bishop takes rook, rook takes h1, king takes h1, bishop at g2. You get the king. You win the queen, this check. Okay, this is all over. Wow, okay. So Kleerkast was right to see something dangerous that gsvc had planned for him there, which completely eluded me. So now we're into mainstream e4, e5 theory of 4 knights. This must be very classical theory and surely good for white. So gsvc just needs one more game and it was a gsvc mate if in the last game if Kleerkast had taken the bait. So, what do we have? So we're rejoined by Oppa. Hi, Oppa.
Hello. I just put computer on.
I am streaming, but yeah.
Echo.
No, you talk is very good. You join us.
Yes.
But yeah, feel free to continue on your own stream. I thought you'd going to continue your own stream, and I would just talk while you were away.
Uh, I think you did your own. Michael was, yeah, he didn't want to chat.
Yeah, I wanted to chat on your stream, but by the time I got on Twitch, you'd already turned your stream off. So
Yeah. Next time we talk better about it. Then you can go on a situation like this.
yeah. Well, it's difficult.
Maybe it's very weird that I don't talk to my viewers, but I just explain ideas. That's basically all I do.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I was watching your stream.
That's cool. I like those matches. It's more stressful to play it yourself.
Yeah.
But it's nice to watch.
Well, okay. Well, so Kleerkast walked into a mate.
As Crazyhouse, these are nice days.
So yeah, the last few games.
How many games?
So Kleerkast is 2 games to 6 down now. His luck deserted him once you left. Well, basically, GSVC played A3 as well. Black was winning every game, so GSVC played A3 as white, and that seemed to do the trick of breaking the curse of white. And since that point, GSVC's won 4. Yes, he's won 4 in a row now.
That's pity. First was interesting. I think this is very nice white. Maybe take number 6. Take C8. I'm going on light cut. But gsvc play all his moves very fast. So we still know this.
So he must be an opening here, yeah.
He plays so fast.
Which is unusual, yeah.
I've never seen Queen T3. Usually they play Queen D1. It looks dangerous for black.
Yeah, it does. I mean, knight g5 coming, basically. Bishop takes e6, knight g5, those sorts of things. Yeah. Maybe the queen invading. No, not.
So after queen d5, you can just play pawn c3, at c3.
Pawn c6. Oh, hang on. But then queen takes knight. This is rather awkward.
Yeah, you can take the knight, but then I play bishop takes c6, like not knight b5.
Ah, yes.
I like the pawn at c3 because it's forced. They would not play so on c2.
I was thinking knight c3, but yeah, that's backing off a little bit.
So your idea is right, I think. Trade the queens, sacrifice piece, then take c6. Oh, you're doing this. So you're going to sacrifice queen on a1, then it gives queen back, or you just go to d1. But pawn c3 looks way better.
So rook d1 or bishop c3 look like the options here.
As a bishop c3, you definitely go attack on a1.
Yeah, and then try and replace the rook on b1. Yep.
And that's queen d1. Is an option. It looks really weird, but you keep the queen in hand. And as the bishop b4, you can play pawn c3. I don't see the refutation. I like pawn c3 better. You also attack the rook on e1. You keep a pawn in hand.
Oh, you mean moving the existing pawn? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, pawn c2, c3.
Yeah. Okay, but now e6. Yeah. Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, whoa. This is whoa, queen e6. What's he like? Queen takes.
It's always. F7 is protected. Queen takes rook.
Yeah, queen takes rook. I don't know. GSVC was doing really well this game, and he suddenly it's so amazing, these games. Like, one side looks as if they're doing really nicely, and then, I mean, maybe he's still, but
KD2 was a strong idea.
there have been so many swings in this match. It's incredible. Okay, does anything work? Okay, rook. Oh no, the bishop covers. Bishop covers. Oh my goodness.
He takes bishop now. I expect he takes f7, but now he will take the bishop.
Maybe h6. I don't think that works. No, h7 is covered by the queen, and black just resigns.
Yes.
So we go into the final game, but it's just playing for honor here.
Somebody play 96 once against me. There's a bishop e3, but take on e4. So e5 is the best. Oh, that's the against art of deception.
Okay, so he's afraid of bishop g5, clearly.
d5, e5 lines are you swinging for white?
Yeah, I mean, it looks...
And it's all theory. Interesting move.
Yeah, this looks really nice for white. He's taking away the option of, like, bishop takes, knight, pawn takes. After e5, there's knight d5 targeting, c3 and stuff. So.
And now the bishop on b4 looks useless.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it goes to g3 sometimes. First kick the bishop into c3. Or maybe sometimes h3, b4. The pawn trade and c5.
So Schwing in chat says Oppo is using a toaster as a mic. Well, it's bad, but the important thing is that I can understand you fine. So.
I did something just.
The important thing is I understand you fine, but you're just joking about. Oh, okay. A6 maybe.
Now he will play e5. If you play e5, he has to d5. Like a move to keep back. queen e2.
Okay, I mean, clearly, I want to go a6 to give the bishop some breathing space, but...
Yeah, you want this.
Oh.
You want a6 and the bishop will go away.
Yeah, but he just goes for the sack.
Still, you got the c5.
I guess c3 is a weakness, but I don't know if it's exploitable.
But white is so safe. And look at weird defense lines. Even something like rook h2 or pawn f4 to protect g2 is ideal. Black not really a threat, but even a move like rook a2 can be a good defense.
Right. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, as white, I would be annoyed to see black play e5. It's like, no, I want to put my pawn on e5. Okay, so we have an opening on g2, but no pieces to put there. So bishop takes h3 seems inevitable. Oh, sorry.
Black from counter. He can take. Queen takes rook e1. Or bishop takes rook e1. Yeah, bishop takes the pawn is definitely the move. So the white has to take it again.
Yeah. Bishop takes f1 and maybe pawn g2, I don't know, but he's going for bishop takes f3 instead, but I guess pawn at e2 maybe encouraging like white to waste a pawn or something on e2.
Yeah.
Or bishop or go bishop e2. Yeah, maybe that's why he's doing this.
And also pawn f4. And knight on g3. Okay, I'm going to f5 still.
So it's almost trapped, yeah.
But this is tough. This is annoying for white.
So, but it can go to f5 and then what?
5 takes.
But then the bishop hangs.
g2. Knight e2. If you take back, well, at least you got some material to attack. Pawn f4 is nice. We look to g3. After the trade. And now the turn takes the queen. And f3 is protected. So you don't have rook e1. You can also take e3 and take pawn.
Okay, he's going this way, giving up. Kind of giving up all his existing attackers to start again. With knight at g5 maybe at the end of this.
And knight g5 is annoying.
Yeah.
I think black will win this game.
Interesting, isn't it? Given it'd be amazing if black does win, given the opening. Okay, bishop at f3, surely.
Defense is not good.
I like bishop at f3 here. But he goes straight in between the pawn. Okay.
I think I'm wrong. I think white on counterplay you can play knight.
Oh, there's something here.
You shot play knight e5. You attack the queen, but you attack the
I feel there's something here. Yeah.
this pawn so
Yeah, this is so good. Simple. Just moves aside instantly. Okay, thanks for the queen.
Bishop h1 though.
That's greedy.
Got a square on f3.
Yeah.
Protected.
Yeah.
And you got rook g2. g2 well made. That's the king g1. Or rook e1 made.
That's it. 6 games to 4. So yeah, just taking a look at the end. So if white takes
a lot of games.
White takes the queen.
It's good to see Kleerkast fight back in the end.
Yeah. Then queen g2 is a mating threat, and if you just take the bishop, queen g1 is mate. So that'd be one way of finishing it.
Bye.
Yep. See you upper.
See you soon. League on stream after 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah. So Dan Lee will be back. Yeah. Is it 2.5 hours? Let's see. Yeah. 6, 7, 8.
That will be a great match.
Yeah, 12-10 against Sexton, I know it, in 2.5 hours, indeed.
Yeah, great players. Theoretician, and that's the most creative player.
Indeed. Bye, guys. So actually, in this... So just to quickly run through the first 4 games, which were all 2-all. So we went down this line. Yeah, Oppo was quite tempted by a pawn drop here. Knight takes pawn. Queen takes rook. Which is fine, but queen takes c7 is actually the main line for white. And, okay, so the white queen's getting chased around, but actually black's got all the material on the board. But actually, that's a bad thing in a way, because material in hand you can direct wisely. So white can go on an attack, for example. But anyway, so but black is doing quite nicely here because, okay, the queen finds itself not trapped, but yeah. So in fact, yeah, that's the mistake. White's doing fine, although he doesn't have material. But takes. Yeah, so giving up the queen seems maybe was a bit of a mistake. But okay, now what happens? Attacking the queen because he wanted to get it moving on f2. And black's in control, and black won on time that game. So yeah, so white was doing nicely in the opening, but then white won. So now looking at the second game from gsvc's perspective. So let's see this game. So we had e4, e5. So yeah, so queen takes g4. Okay. So it seems to be quite a sharp line, but white should be doing okay. And apparently this is all potentially theory, like 9 games played in this line already. And white should have a mate in 7 in this position. And as we know, in this game, black won. So that's a very... So knight at f6, g takes f6, queen at g6, because the pawn on f7 is pinned. Block, knight at e7, king h8, queen takes h6, you have to block. You sack queen takes knight, and you have a 2 knights mate, do you? Knight at h5, check. King has to go to h8, and pawn at g7 mate. Yeah. But instead, we saw knight here. And again, bishop at f5 is actually almost mating, but you see queen f5. Okay. And suddenly, well, white's still doing fine. So at what point does white not... white is still mating in this position still. Yeah, knight at f6, king here, knight at e8. Yeah, white has mate. Rook at h8, knight at g8, rook takes g8, and then Opper called this at the time, rook at g8 is mate, because king takes rook, bishop takes f7, pretty much have to take it, and you know got this pawn also falling, but Stockfish is suggesting rook at g6 first, king f8. Maybe knight at e6 looks pretty. King takes knight, and pawn at d7 checkmate. Okay, but instead we had, in time pressure, rook takes knight, oops, and suddenly there's a mate in 4 for black, and white resigns. King goes back, king back, and knight's coming in for checkmate. So that was game 2. Game 3, so in this, again, looks quite a theoretical line. But now we're out of theory. Okay, this is a very nice move. So white is in really cruise control here. Takes, defends the rook. So something's gone. So black's chasing. This is another game where black is putting all the material on, just like in game 1. And maybe has a little bit of an advantage. Okay. Actually, so black is now completely winning here. Yeah. It's sort of, yeah, now it's huge advantage. So we saw this game. I saw this game on Oppa's stream, and okay, but it looked here as if white was still surviving, but yeah, now it's mate. Like that, check, and it's mate in 1. So what's the turning point in this game? So e6. e6, powerful looking move, but it's not the best. So moves like a4, queen at c5, queen at a5, so queen to b1, which Oppa was also thinking about somewhat later. So e6 doesn't quite work. Okay, and look quickly at game 4 then, and we'll look at that from Kleerkast's perspective. So he won game 4. So we have a French defense. Yeah, so black is already in cruise control. It's sort of created this weakness on g2. But hang on, so here, got a lack of pieces in hand, so yeah. Let's just let's run that through the analysis bit. Yeah, so that's a mate in 2 then. So although g2 is covered, you have the smothered mate idea, because g1 and f2 are not covered. So that's going to be checkmate. So again, what's the turning point in this match, if there is one? Because white seems to be doing, so at this point, white seems to be doing pretty reasonably. So it turns out knight takes bishop is not ideal. With bishop to h4 maybe being better, but it's not clear. I guess this is an attacking knight, and that's a mistake with knight takes bishop. Taking even with this knight is possibly stronger, because you maintain an attack. That seems to be a rather small margin. And going even further back, how did black even get an advantage here? Knight at e4, yeah, queen e1 is clearly a mistake. So what's a better move in this position? Queen b1 perhaps, c4. Queen e1 is considered okay, but bishop takes f3 is not ideal. Yeah. So it somehow feels like something's gone wrong if you've allowed that. Bishop b3, e6, castles, bishop b7. Okay. Okay, so I'll call an end to the stream, and yeah, so congratulations to GSVC for winning 6-4.